Hey guys, how's it going? This is Gerald Harris. I wanted to go ahead and do a video this morning, and I want to talk about loans for real estate investing, different types of loans for real estate investing. So we'll entitle this video Loans 101, right? You have different types of loans when it comes to real estate investing. You have commercial loans where typically you put down somewhere in the ballpark of 20%. So you put 20% down and the bank or the lender carries the rest of the funding. And oftentimes with commercial, 20% seems to be the standard. So I would say anywhere between 20 to 30%, where you're putting down a down payment in order to go ahead and qualify for that particular loan. Obviously, you have to have good credit, income coming in, et cetera, to be able to um, have the trust of that lender so that you can qualify for that particular loan. That is commercial. Another popular loan when it comes to real estate investors is hard money. Exactly what is hard money? So, simply put, hard money is um, somewhat expensive money that is lent on property, typically single family homes, that is lent on property that has this thing called equity, right? So, case in point, you find a single family house, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,500 square feet. The property has an after repair value of $300,000, and the seller wants to go ahead and just sick and tired of being sick and tired. They want to go ahead and sell it for $125,000, right? So you put the property under contract for 125. You go find a hard money lender, and you let them know the scenario. They're going to go ahead and order comps, hire an appraiser. They're going to tell you to go ahead and hire an appraiser. And it's going to be determined that the property has a sufficient amount of equity uh, for them to allow you to borrow monies for them, from them. Okay. Now, with hard money, you're going to have to come out the pocket with a certain percentage, with points, maybe some additional fees. Hard money lenders nowadays like to see something called "quote unquote" skin in the game, meaning you can term it however it is you want to. You can label it however it is you want to label it. However, they want to see that you have, number one, the knowledge, experience. You have some things in place that will allow you not to default. In other words, not to fall into foreclosure when they give you that hard money loan, right? So back in the days, hard money seemed to be a little easier. Now, there are different qualifications for hard money depending on who you go with, right? So these are essentially fixer upper loans, right? So the property that you've negotiated with that seller uh, is typically a property that needs some work, right? Typically a property that needs a nice amount of work. Hard money doesn't care about the work, they care about the spread, and they care about them at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Do you have enough equity within the property so that you can make a profit so that you can go ahead and pay them back, right? And the experience to go ahead and to close the deal. Because the more familiar you get with a particular hard money lender, the easier their guidelines get. Should you continue to use hard money? The whole objective with hard money is not to sit there and use it long term, is to use it for your first whatever deals and then transition to something different. Maybe that's private money, um, or what have you. Another type of loan is something referred to as transactional funding. Transactional funding. What is transactional funding? So let me paint a picture for you. Let's take that scenario that we just used. of a house that has an after repair value of $300,000. You get that same house under contract for $125,000. So you have it under contract for $125,000. You're going to close on that property. However, before you close, you want to have a cash buyer in line that will purchase that deal from you. In other words, transactional funding is essentially temporary funding to close a deal that you have under contract. So, number one, this is referred to as a double close, right? So, you get the property under contract for $125,000. Let's say the goal of this deal is to close October 25th, right? So you get the property under contract for 125. You are going to you are going to go ahead and resell your contract to the other investor for 175. So you're going to close on that deal utilizing transactional funding. Okay. You're going to close on that deal at 125. The same day, October 25th, that cash buyer is going to close on their part of the deal for 175. And then, bam, deal will close. Why do people utilize transactional funding? Well, number one, many of you are saying, I can buy properties cash and I can close. Transactional funding allows you to do that. Transactional funding does not care about your income. Transactional funding does not care about your credit. Transactional funding cares about the deal. Once again, transactional funding does not care about your income. Transactional funding does not care about your credit. Transactional funding cares about the deal. In other words, transactional funding essentially revolves around equity, after repair value. So, number one, the whole goal is to close on that deal, turn around, and then close on that deal again the same day. Transactional funding, all it is just temporary funding. So, many of you that want to go ahead and close on deals, just make sure the spread is there. Utilize transactional funding and a title company that is familiar with double closes. Another reason people utilize transactional funding is when you're assigning or wholesaling deals, when you get to the closing table, lots of times the seller sees what you as the wholesaler has made on that deal. So if they see you making $50,000, that could be a sticky situation. That could be a sticky situation. So, transactional funding allows you to go ahead to buy the property, turn around, resell the property the same day. The in-cash buyer goes ahead and closes on the property. Now you've made your chunk of money. I label these non-qualifying loans, right? Transactional funding are non-qualifying loans when it comes to qualifying for income or credit. The way they qualify is the real estate. So many of you that have the excuse of, well, I don't have enough income or I don't have a good enough credit, now you can do away with that excuse, okay? In the link in the description, if you all are looking for a loan, check out the link in the description, okay? This particular company is talking about this very thing that I'm talking about on the video, okay? So check out the link in the description, guys. And make sure, one last thing is make sure before you close on deals, make sure you understand comps. Make sure you understand values. I can't tell you how many times I come across deals with individuals that don't understand comps, they don't understand values. Okay, so check out the link in the description, and I hope this helped you out. So I'm going to title this video Loans 101, right? Because I talked about three types: um, commercial, transactional, and hard money. Anyways, guys, you all take care. Have a good one.